Good morning. I've been writing for a long time. I've used a lot of different softwares to create my books and stories, and lately I've been using Notion to organize everything, to keep track of everything. And I've decided it's time to switch. So I'll come back to Notion in another video. But for this one, I just wanted to do a quick video about the software that I'm going to switch to for all this. And in one way, it isn't even a specific software. It's plain text. I've been moving all of my work into plain text files. I want to have it not tied to a specific software, specific file format. Plain text with some markup, and then that's easily converted into manuscript format, into EPUB, into whatever I need. So I've been using Ulysses for a lot of my writing, which is great, and I'll talk about that more later. But it's limited in your ability to customize it to be exactly what you want. And I've wrestled with this for a long time. Do I mess around with creating the perfect environment, or just go with what I have? And that's a valid point. Like, you can write in whatever you want to use, and it can work fine. Every tool has its own issues, but I've long wanted to have an environment that works the way I want it to work and does the things that I want it to do. So today I'm going to install Emacs. I've played around with Emacs a little bit. I've gone through the tutorial, but on another machine. But basically, I don't know Emacs, and I'm sure I don't even understand everything that it can do. But as part of kind of the free software movement, that's something that I appreciate and want to do more around that. And some of my favorite programs are under that license, under the GPL license. So I'm gonna start spending some time with Emacs and see. I want it to do a few things. I want eventually for it to be my primary writing platform, assuming I can get there with that. I want to replace Notion with it, and I'll talk again about that more in another video. And basically I want it to be that hub, that program that is always open, is where I do most of my work, unless it's art, in which case I'll use Blender and programs like that. So let's just jump in to go to GNU Emacs. Now, I know a lot of people like Doom Emacs from things I've been watching. I've been watching different videos and things like that. But I'm going to start with GNU Emacs. And I am on Windows. Eventually, I've used Linux in the past, but never really used Emacs much. So eventually, I'll plan to use Linux more. I think it's great, but right now, that doesn't work for everything I need to do. So, but this will be a start. So I'm just going to go down and, statements here, and disagree with any of this, and improving the use of proprietary systems is a misguided goal. Our aim rather is to eliminate them. I get that, but ultimately it's all about freedoms. So users do create versions for Windows and Mac OS as well as others. So I'm just going to download that, and I'm going to go into Emacs 29, and I'm just going to grab the latest zip file there, and I just want zone folder. And so now it will extract that. That's all there is to it, really, for the install. When it finishes here in a second, I will launch that and we'll start taking a look at what we can do in Emacs. And there we are. Alright, let's just close that zip. And so here in the bin directory, the one I actually want to run is this run Emacs exe. So let's launch that, and Windows is saying, oh, we don't recognize that. I'm going to tell it to run it anyways. And here we go. A little tiny window that has opened up, and I'll pin that to my taskbar. Alright, now obviously this isn't ideal. There are different links there and things we can do to customize them. And it's asking me for a file in bin, which I don't want. But I'm going to create an inventory file, and we'll just call this any. Alright, so this is straight out of the box blank file, and you can type plain text. Yay. Doesn't look that different than Notepad in this layout. So there's a bunch of things I want to do with this. I want to customize, obviously, the display, because this is entirely not workable to have the text up there in the upper left corner. Had error auto-saving because that didn't exist. Let's close that. Okay, I actually saved it so that it exists. I'll get that error. Since that's the mini buffer is this part down here at the bottom, I know that much, and the commands and stuff show in there as you type things. So I'm just learning all this. I've been through the tutorial once. I've watched a few videos and stuff. Have to learn more with it. So I'm going to pause here. The next thing I'm going to need to do is figure out how to customize this. So that'll be next. But let's It's getting Emacs installed at least. There you go.